In the bustling city of Metroville, the Parr family, known to the world as the Incredibles, was enjoying a rare day off. Bob, Mr. Incredible, and Helen, Elastigirl, had finally set aside their superhero duties for a family outing at the local park. Violet, Dash, and little Jack were buzzing with excitement. As they strolled through the park, Violet practiced her force fields while Dash raced ahead, eager to test his speed against the park's winding paths. Jack, curious as ever, was bouncing in his mother's arms, giggling at the colorful kites flying above. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the park. A massive robot, clearly malfunctioning, burst onto the scene, sending parkgoers fleeing in all directions. Bob and Helen exchanged glances, their superhero instincts kicking in.
"We have to do something,"
Helen said, stretching her arms to prepare for action.
"Teamwork,"
Violet shouted, her eyes lighting up.
"Let's work together to stop it."
As they moved into action, Bob took the lead, using his strength to hold the robot still. But as he grappled with it, he realized it was more powerful than he anticipated. Dash zoomed in to distract the robot, but his speed was no match for its quick movements. Violet formed a force field to protect a group of children nearby, but it left her unable to help her family directly. Seeing his family struggling, Bob called out,
"Violet, Dash, we need a plan."
Violet took a deep breath, realizing they couldn't rely on strength or speed alone.
"Let's combine our powers. I can create a shield while Dash distracts it. Mom, you can stretch around to grab its controls."
Bob nodded, impressed with her leadership.
"Okay, let's do this."
Dash zipped around the robot, making it turn and twist in confusion. As it swung its arm, Violet created a force field just in time to protect her brother. With the robot distracted, Helen stretched her arms and expertly reached for the control panel, while Bob held it steady with all his might. Jack, sensing the urgency, let out a burst of energy, accidentally blasting the robot with a tiny flame. The robot sparked, finally stalling. Seizing the moment, Violet closed in and encased it in a larger force field, immobilizing it. Once the threat was neutralized, the family stood together, breathing heavily but smiling at their accomplishment. The parkgoers cheered, grateful for the Incredibles' quick thinking and teamwork. As they walked home, Bob turned to his family.
"You all did amazing. I couldn't have done it without you."
Helen added.
"Today showed us that even the strongest can't do it alone. Teamwork makes us unstoppable."
Violet smiled.
"I guess we really are better together."
Dash grinned.
"Next time, I'll work on my distraction skills."
And Jack, oblivious to the day's chaos, giggled and clapped his hands, adding a perfect ending to their adventure. Moral of the story: in times of challenge, it's important to recognize that working together and utilizing each person's strengths can lead to success. Teamwork is the key to overcoming obstacles, no matter how big they may seem.